What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Not So Pro Football Talk. It is us. It is NSP, and enjoy it while you can, because pretty damn soon we are leaving Texas. That is right. We are out of here. Rave, what is going on? Oh, I'm so sorry, Rave. What is going on? Appreciate you being here. Even though you think our intro music is pretty cringe, we will work on that before the season starts. So don't you worry about that. All right. But what we are worried about is the draft that's coming up in Detroit. NSP is going to Detroit in just a few days. I am so excited. I think everyone's excited besides my wife because she hates it when I'm gone. But us three, we're going to get away for a bit. We're going to just breathe and live football just for that weekend. It's just going to be great. And I can't wait for it. This is literally a check off my bucket list. I don't know about you guys, but this is something I've always wanted to do. So I'm so happy I get to do it, especially with you guys.
Can't say I've always wanted to do it, but I'm very excited to do it this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of cool content, some videos that we're working on that will come from this trip. So be ready for the vlogs. If you guys have enjoyed them so far, the two we've come out with, this will be some good content coming out for you NSP fans soon.
Just watch. We will. And we'll have it recorded too. So don't you worry about that. They better pick Joe Alt, dude. Better pick Joe Alt.
Joe Alt better be gone by then.
I don't know. We'll see in our mock draft. But Vince, how are you feeling? We got a few days left.
I'm good, man. I'm ready for it. I've already got most of my stuff ready. Just need to go get a hat for the draft. That's about it.
I got my old one.
That's the old one. I mean, I'm going to take that one just in case. I'm going to go to the store tomorrow just so I can see if I can find one. And it's supposed to be a very cold draft too. So we'll see what we wear. Got to change my whole wardrobe. That's so annoying. I got to talk to my agent and my assistant, get things organized. But yes, for sure, you will hear us through the TV. You got to just higher the volume, just all the way up.
We'll try to do that chant just like we're doing the other.
No, we're not doing that chant ever.
Yes, we are.
Nope, no, we're not. Nope, we are not.
Yes.
But enough wasting time. We got the mock draft 4.0, and we all know this takes quite a bit of time. So let's get to it. This is actually my second mock draft, really. I did a top 10 and then a mock draft and then a second. These guys had the advantage, but we're not going to get into that. But Vince, if you please bring up that board.
All righty, give me 1 second. Got so many windows open.
So here we go. I don't know if there you go. We're adjusting now. So pick number 1, you guys want to jump straight into it. Dub Bears is on the clock. I'm going to go first. I'm going to pass the baton off to Reed, then to Vince. Number 1, I got Caleb Williams. He's going to change that culture. He's going to make it more soft. I want to say other things, but I don't want to offend anybody. But Caleb Williams is my clear pick, number 1 overall.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there, AJ. Caleb Williams. It would be the biggest shock of the entire night if Caleb Williams does not go here with the number 1 overall pick.
I mean, there's been some rumbles, man. I don't know, but we'll see. My pick's Caleb Williams as well. Nice, I like that. I don't know if you saw this, Reed, but they photographed or photoshopped a picture of Ryan Garcia over Haney, and they had Caleb Williams' face, and Haney was wearing a helmet from the Green Bay Packers. I was like, ooh, that's probably pissing off Reed. But up next, we got the Washington Commanders, Washington Redskins, Washington football team, whatever you want to call these fools. I have them taking Jaden Daniels like I did my last mock draft. I feel like they're going to go aggressive. They want some guy who's a dual threat, and I think this could potentially be their franchise quarterback for the future. They already tried with the UNC quarterback. They're not going to go passive anymore. They're going to go heavy here.
All right. So for me with this pick, there was this news that came out earlier this past week that the Jaden Daniels agent was very upset by the Commanders with how they treated Jaden Daniels when he made his top 30 visits. that he had to do with all these other draft picks, and he wasn't isolated, one-on-one type of thing, etc. And his agent tweeted out a bunch of stuff. So I was thinking for a little bit there, like, you know what? I don't think they're going to pick Jaden Daniels. I think they're going to go Drake May. But I'm still going to stick with Jaden Daniels. I still think that he is the clear number 2 favorite here out of everybody in the draft. So I was kind of leaning towards Drake May, but I'm gonna stay with Jaden Daniels. I picked him from the beginning. I'm gonna stay with Jaden Daniels.
Oh man, I'm just up in the air. I've seen the comments that Reed was talking about. I've seen the comments that the Commanders want nobody else but Jaden Daniels, and I'm really torn here. At first, all my top 3 mock drafts, he says, I didn't even see Zach Wilson went to the Broncos. Yeah, man, got to keep up. But I want to go Jaden Daniels here, but I think I am going to just stick what I've been saying. I'm going to stay with Drake May.
Oh,
With the high possibility we're going to have Jaden Daniels be there. But
barnacles.
I just don't know, man. I just don't know. So I'm going to go stay with Drake May. That's going to be my pick for the Commanders. It just is what it is for me.
So we're all staying true to our words so far, even Vincent. I'm excited to see because he said he's going to shake up this draft. So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen moving forward. But yes, Rave, Zach Wilson is with the Broncos. And I saw a tweet of all the all the moms that are Broncos players, like moms for the Broncos players, quoting "Let's ride." And then they have that Shrek meme where he's like looking up. Like,
that's terrible.
It is horrible. But going on to number 3, here we go. We got the New England Patriots, which I think is the hardest pick in the draft right here for Mayo as a new head coach. What does he do? Can he afford to avoid a quarterback? Can he afford to move up to get Jaden Daniels? Because I think that's the guy he wants. I know that's the guy he wants. Or should he move down and possibly miss out on a quarterback? I think he's staying right there. I think he's going to shock the world and fall into this media. I think they're going to get JJ McCarthy from the Michigan Wolverines. I'm changing up my draft. I think JJ has hired his draft stock and he's going to land with the New England Patriots, for them hoping that he is the second coming of Tom Brady, who is another former Michigan Wolverines player.
Okay. So I don't agree with AJ here. I do not think JJ McCarthy is going to be drafted higher than Drake May unless something crazy about Drake May comes out here in the next couple of days, which I highly doubt it. I think Drake May will definitely go here to the Patriots, number 3. Their plan ever since Belichick stepped down as the guy has always been to draft a quarterback number 3, sign Jacoby Brissett as a middle guy, and develop a quarterback for the future. They're going to take quarterback. Maybe they think JJ McCarthy is the guy, but I think we would have heard something by now on Monday before Thursday that they are going to go and change up everything, take JJ McCarthy. I think they stay with Drake May.
Not bad.
Yes, I've never had a deep thrower.
This is true. Tom Brady couldn't get it past the 50. But I'm going to go ahead and stick with Jaden Daniels here. I think if he's still on the board like my mock draft is, there's no way that JJ McCarthy will go above him. So I'm going to go with Jaden Daniels to the Patriots. I know a lot of Patriots fans are hoping that this happens, and this is how it's going to happen in my mock. So we'll see how it happens on Thursday.
Very bold, very bold. What's up, Plugs? What's up, player? How you doing, dude? Just in time because the Arizona Cardinals are on the clock. And in my last mock draft, I had them trading out of the top 5. Not this time. No way, Jose. Because they have faith in Kyler Murray. They have a diva, but that diva wants another diva to play Call of Duty with. Let's get Marvin Harrison Jr. on that offense that is looking kind of low on as far as wide receivers. Let's reamp that offense. Let's make it great again. Really, was it ever great? I don't know. But Marvin Harrison Jr. is now an Arizona Cardinal. Reed, who you got?
I'm taking Marvin Harrison Jr. I've always said it. I don't think you just trade back when you have a chance of a generational player like Marvin Harrison Jr. could be. The only other thing that I think happened here is hopefully, like your dream would happen. The Colts would somehow trade up and take Marvin Harrison Jr. at number 4, and he gets to play where his dad played. But I think Marvin Harrison Jr. Goes to number 4 with the Cardinals.
Wow. Alrighty. Well, this is where I shake it up, boys.
I've been shaking.
I have the New York Giants, who are at pick 6, moving up to take Marvin Harrison Jr. So I'm going to go ahead and change this color here. I think that the New York Giants are in for a receiver. You've heard me for centuries basically saying that the Giants do not know how to fix their wide receiver core. And this is one of the only ways that they're going to do it, with a guy that they know for sure is going to make a difference. So they're trading their 6th overall pick and swapping with the Cardinals, and they're changing 2 future second-round picks from 2025 and 2026 in order to do so. Yes, it's only jumping 2 spots, but this guy, like you guys are saying, is a generational talent. And the New York Giants are willing to give up 2 future picks for it, as well as their number 6 picks swapped. So for me, the Cardinals will be at the 6th pick in order for them to also possibly get someone, who is also a generational talent at the wide receiver position.
Wow, Vince, everyone's just giving you hate today. And if you wouldn't mind, you already did it. You already put the Giants there. So thank you. So the comment section could know who has that pick and why it's a different color. But that's huge. But honestly, in my not so pro opinion, I don't think the Giants have enough balls to do something like that, right? They're already so far deep in the hole that they can't afford to dig themselves deeper. But at number 5, we have the Chargers on the board. I have them taking the best player available as far as wide receiver. Let's get Malik Neighbors, because we have no wide receiver on this team, just like the Arizona Cardinals. Malik Neighbors from LSU should be able to make a difference and should be a key component to having Justin Herbert's success there.
All right. So this is where I think a trade happens. I've always said that it happens right here. And I think the Minnesota Vikings are going to be the team that trades up before the Giants have a chance to take a quarterback at number 6. I don't know what Vincent's thinking about Giants trying to take a wide receiver and trade up for it. They want a quarterback and they'll settle for a receiver next. I think the Minnesota Vikings, if you can change the color for me, Vince, the Minnesota Vikings take a quarterback here at number 5 and take J.J. McCarthy. And the Chargers trade back. Yes, they miss out on Joe Alt, unfortunately, but they are going to move back and get a good tackle later on, and get more draft capital from it. So Vikings move up to number 5, get J.J. McCarthy.
I'm so confused here. They will move up? Yes. I don't think anyone else would take a quarterback until the Vikings.
No, I think it's going to be a quarterback fiasco here.
So you have 4 quarterbacks going the top 5 picks. That will be exciting. Super exciting. Vince, who you got here?
Well, I mean, I'm the same as you here. I think the Chargers are looking for a wide receiver. For all 3 of us, Marvin Harrison Jr. went on the 5th or the 4th pick. So for the 5th pick, it's obvious to me that they're going to go Malik Neighbors. I don't think they're going to trade out. I don't think what Reed is saying here is going to happen either. I would be astounded if there was 4 quarterbacks in the top 5 picks, but you never know, man. This year's a special year, I think.
I've heard 6 quarterbacks are going in the first round, like 100%.
That'll be awesome.
That'll
be great. And we're going to be there to witness it. So I'm so excited to see that. But up next, we got the New York Giants, which they have 3 needs. Reed, you said one of them. The New York Giants are in need of a quarterback, but they just, sold their soul to some dude that they call Vanilla Vic, right? They need a running back. They need offensive power as a wide receiver, but they also need some more pass rushers. You can't address everything with the number 6 overall pick. So let's continue building on our defense. This may be a little bit of a reach, but the Giants are known to not be that good as far as drafting. I had them taking Laiatu Latu, edge from UCLA, first defensive player off the board. Let's give it to the Giants. Let's help out Thibodeau out there, and let's make our defense a staple point of our team, and then we'll grow from there. Let's will load up on wide receivers and running backs at the back half of the draft.
Okay. So for the Giants, I think now that JJ McCarthy is off the board, yes, it is a heavy QB class. I think since JJ McCarthy is off the board, I think they're going to go with Roman Dunze with the number 6 overall pick. I guess I have him going above Malik Neighbors. There's been some noise about Malik Neighbors as of lately. I don't think a lot of it's true, but I think it's going to get Giants a little bit scared feet. And they're going to take Roman Dunze with number 6.
Not bad, not bad. Well, for you guys had the Giants here. I had them trading up to the 4th pick, swapping with the Cardinals. So I have the Cardinals here. I also think that if the Cardinals are in this position, I think they're going to go with Rome Odunze as well. So that's going to be my 6th overall pick for the Arizona Cardinals.
This has got a wide receiver frenzy here.
He does. You have a quarterback frenzy. Vince has a wide receiver frenzy. I'm a little all over the place here.
AJ hates Drake May. That's what's happening here.
I don't hate Drake May. I just think his draft stock, fell tremendously because one, he didn't want to participate like some of these quarterbacks like Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels. Drake May, I don't think you're in that category to not participate just like that. And the last few times that a UNC quarterback was drafted in the first round was a complete failure. You had Sam Howell, who didn't have that much success, even though I do think he's going to be successful in the NFL. And then you also have Mitch Trubisky, I think was the last one before Sam Howell. No success there. So you're playing with fire here, Drake May. So with the number 7 overall pick, I have the Tennessee Titans taking Joe Alt's offensive tackle from Notre Dame. Joe Alt is off the board. He's with the Tennessee Titans where he belongs. I think that's a great place for him to basically be a stable point of that offense. He's going to be a franchise guy from day one.
All right. I think, as Ray says, that Joe Alt deserves to be drafted higher, but he has a good chance of falling right here if people get a little quarterback, wide receiver crazy in these first few picks. So I got Joe Alt falling to number 7 with the Titans.
Not bad, not bad. Alrighty, so I also have Joe Alt going here, but I have a trade alert.
Oh,
because
okay.
I think with the news of just what happened with the Jets and trading away Zach Wilson, they're all in on Aaron Rodgers, right? They said it, if they don't trade Zach Wilson before the draft, they don't know if they're all in on Rodgers. This year and next year, they're going all in. They want to make sure Rodgers is protected. So I think they're trading up here and swapping with the Tennessee Titans, moving from 10 to 7. Wow. And I think they're going to take Joe Alt.
Wow.
What are the Jets giving up?
They're giving up, of course, the 10th overall pick. They're swapping, and then they're giving a 2nd round pick next year in order to do so. So again, another guy who is basically a franchise guy. I've heard rumors that Joe Alt is just going to be a good player, not so much a franchise guy. So this could be something that benefits the Titans for moving out, or it could benefit the Jets for moving up in my draft. So, but I still think Joe Alt deserves to go in top 5, but it's just not happening.
Very interesting. Yes, Joe Alt should go in the top 5. Very interesting there, Vincent. Your draft is shocking the world right now. But with the number 8 overall, we have the Atlanta Falcons here. We don't know if they're going to keep their pick or not, but right now, this is a 4.0 mock draft. We have them keeping the pick. So I'm going to stay true to my word. I think they're going to go defense here and get Dallas Turner, edge from Alabama, to help out that defense.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah, I agree. I don't think they're going to lose their pick, at least this year. For them to rush an investigation, that's a very important one, as that it will cost a 1st-round pick. You shouldn't rush it until you get all the facts. I think they're going to get their 1st round taken. If it's true, if they are guilty, which it's looking like it, that they'll get their 1st round taken next year. So I think they keep the number 8 overall pick this year, and I would agree with AJ. Dallas Turner going right here to the Falcons looks like a very good deal for them.
Not bad, not bad. So I did a little research here with the Falcons. they're needing a guy who can go inside the defensive interior as well as the outside at the edge position. And I was looking at some tape. I was looking at some information on their draft grades. Dallas Turner looks great. He hit the mark on everything in his pro days and his draft, or what is it called, the combine. So I think he's a great player, and I think wherever he goes, he's going to be a great player for them. But I think the Falcons are going to take a Yui here, and they're going to take Laitu Latu. He just looks like the better overall guy. He's been the better overall guy in college his whole career, past 3 years, in comparison to Dallas Turner. And it's just the injury scares that people are looking at for him. But I think he's way better. He's more technically sound. His hand placements as well to get inside and cause pressure on the quarterback is insane. So I think after, effectively screening this guy and making sure that his injury status is not high, I think that the Falcons are going to go with him over Dallas Turner.
Wow, I like that. I like that he's your first defensive player out there. I agree with you because I did the same thing. I have Laitu Latu going first. But up next, we have the Bears on the clock once again. They got themselves their quarterback. So, hey, let's get him a little bit of protection, all right? Let's get J.C. Latham, offensive tackle from Alabama, big boy out there. Let's protect our guy, Caleb Williams. We couldn't get Joe Alt, so let's get the next best guy on the board.
All right, very, very nice. AJ, I agree. I think they're either going to go defensive here or the offensive line. I don't think, and they might go after a wide receiver like Malik Neighbors, who has fallen. But I think that they're going to go after a offensive tackle, and I'm going to go with Talise Fuaga for me.
Okay.
Out of Oregon State.
Oregon State. Nice. Yep.
I think that's how you spell his name.
Yes, that's pretty close.
Waga. Alrighty, cool. Yeah, I think the I goes in the other space. But
no, the I is good. It's the A. It's supposed to be E for the S.
Okay. I'll change it right now once I figure it out. But let me go ahead and get with my pick here. So I have another trade alert. I think this draft is going to be very interesting. I think there's going to be a lot of teams trying to move up for specific guys. So I have the Las Vegas Raiders, like I did in my 3.0, moving up instead of going all the way to pick number 5, like it was in my 3.0. They're just going up a little bit with the Bears pick because, as everybody knows, the Bears only have 4 picks right now for this 2024 draft. So the Las Vegas Raiders are throwing them a bone. They're going to swap their pick 9 and 13 and send them pick 208 and 229. And the Las Vegas Raiders are going to select J.J. McCarthy here. I don't think that they believe in Gardner Minshew. I don't think they believe in Aiden O'Connell. This guy is, of course, maybe not going to start this year, but he is going to be their future guy. So that's what I'm going with here. I'm going to go with J.J. McCarthy with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Man, you really are shaking up this draft. That is okay. Okay. You guys are crazy with quarterbacks here. I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, I think Odunze is a lot of value for the Titans. I mean, honestly, Joe Alt, you want him on your team, but Odunze, I think a lot of people devalued him after the championship game. He should be up there. But number 10 overall pick, we got the new. No. We have a trade. We have a trade because guess what? Someone's on the board. And guess what? There's 2 teams right after the Jets who are quarterback hungry. So the Broncos are like, no way, Jose. I know we got Zach Wilson, but he ain't our guy. He's our backup. We saw that he can't be a franchise guy last year and the year before that and the year before that. We are going to trade the New York Jets. We're going to swap picks and also give the Jets a 2025 4th for the 10th overall pick. And with the 10th overall pick, the Denver Broncos select Drake May, quarterback from UNC, at number 10, making a splash and getting their franchise guy.
Wow.
Okay. Interesting.
Change his color. All right, Reed, you're on the clock.
I am on the clock. And trade alert also. I got a trade happening here. Sorry, Vince. I can change the colors if you need me to. Okay.
You got it.
Okay. So for me, right now, how my draft board is going, the Jets want to just get some high value players. They're willing to trade back if needed, a couple spots. The Vikings have already traded up for their quarterback. Chargers are not willing to trade it back again. They got what they want as far as draft capital. Broncos are like, hey, Michael Penis is about to fall straight to us and come down to be part of Mile High. And Raiders said, heck no, that guy's coming down to Sin City, and they're going to trade up to be able to get on top of the Broncos and take Michael Penis, at number 10.
You have Penix going top 10?
Penis, yes.
Oh my gosh, dude. You have...
Hey, a lot of teams have said that he's one of the better quarterbacks in this, like a top 3 quarterback in this draft.
I agree. I think he's better than JJ McCarthy. I think he's better than Drake May. But man, that is wow.
They have to. If the Raiders don't trade now, then they'll have to wait maybe to trade back into the first or in the higher second to take a Bo Nix or something.
Bo Nix, Spencer Rattler.
Yep.
There is a lot more quarterbacks that we haven't touched on because they're nowhere near going in the first round. But yeah, I mean, I like Michael Penix going in the first round, but I don't know about this high. It's pretty high. But I could be talking just to throw you guys off.
Oh, okay. What you got?
Michael Penix.
Here at number 10, this is my selection for the Titans. So the Titans do need offensive tackle, correct. But since they didn't want to spend all their money on Joe Alt and him not be the top guy that they want for this year, they went with Troy Fautanu. So that's what I'm getting for them. Offensive tackle from Washington. I think he is one of the better tackles here. He could possibly be better than Joe Alt in the long run, but that is to be determined. So that's who I have the Titans getting here after they swapped picks with the Jets.
Okay.
Damn, Olu Fashanu fell off boards. He did, but not too far. But going on with the pick 11, the Vikings are like, crap, you know what? We wanted to play our cards right. The Broncos took the quarterback that was about to land in our hands. So what did we do? That's okay. We have a later draft pick. We got a lot of draft capital here. We're going to shake up the board and pick the best guy in this position. We're going to get Brian Murphy, the second defensive lineman from Texas, and that is going to make us have an identity in defense once again.
Wow.
Nice.
All right. So I got the Chargers on the board. And Malik Neighbors is still out there. So they could take him. But yeah, they take Malik Neighbors. Them getting Malik Neighbors at the 11 spot instead of the 5 spot is just perfect for them. Everything has just worked out perfectly where they want it, and they get another guy to help out. What's his name? Joe Herbert.
Dang, so Justin Herbert.
Joe Herbert.
Neighbors falling off the top 10. Okay.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, it's very plausible, you know. Yeah. I think there's a lot of trades that are going to happen in this first round. It should be fun for us, hopefully. But here I have the Vikings as well. And I kind of agree with what Reed was saying about Michael Penix. He could move up. I have the Vikings picking him here because he will not last all the way until their 27th pick. What's up, Brendan? I haven't seen you in a while, man.
Thursday.
This Thursday.
But yeah, so I have Michael Penix Jr. going with the Vikings here. I think he is a guy who could slide into this first round very easily. And it seems like a lot of analysts and a lot of teams are thinking that too. So I agree with Reed that he could go in this first round, but I don't think he makes it into the top 10, especially with a lot of these QB needy teams sitting just outside.
Okay, Michael Penix is the pick 11. Okay, maybe I'm the odd one out here. Maybe I really don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you don't.
But number 12, I have the New York Jets because they did trade up with the Denver Broncos. And here they get the guy they're going to get all along. They're going to get Brock Bowers, tight end, dude. This is the guy that's just going to add complete a little puzzle piece to that offense. They've been all in on Aaron Rodgers because if y'all saw, was it Hard Knocks? They're all over him. It's disgusting. It's horrible. But yeah, get Brock Bowers on that offense. Let's complete the Infinity Stones, dude. That's what we're doing.
Okay. So for me, I got the Broncos sitting at the number 12 pick. And if you guys have not noticed, I have 5 quarterbacks off the board already. 5.
Don't do it.
No. This is where the Broncos went, well, crap, we were not able to trade up and get our guy. So they are going to stay at the number 12 and not take a quarterback. They're not going to go, but stay tuned later. I got them taking Leitu Latu at the 12th pick, helping out their defense.
Not bad. And that's for the Broncos, right, Reed?
Yes, sir. Broncos.
All right, just making sure.
That's right.
Cool. Yeah, I also agree with Reed. I think that the Broncos are needing someone on the defensive line. I'm going to go simply Dallas Turner here because he still is a great player. I just think that Leitu Latu will go before him just because of talent as well as skill set at this point in time. But the Broncos got a good one in Dallas Turner.
Wow. Now things are starting to get scary for the Broncos here, having to rely on Zach Wilson, but we'll see if they address it later on in the draft. Number 13 overall, we got the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's revamp that defense. Our defense was our stable point last season. Let's just keep on making it better because offensively, to be honest with you, I'm talking as a GM and head coach. I have no earthly idea what the hell we are doing right now or who we are. Okay, so for the Raiders, we're going to go ahead and select Quinion Mitchell, cornerback from Toledo, number 1 off the board. I love that guy. Small school, but still made a name for himself.
All right. So I got the Jets on the board right now. And I think they can go a lot of different ways right now. Brock Bowers is a great choice for their offense to get another weapon for them. But I'm going to go. I've said it all along. They got to protect Aaron Rodgers. He is the most important part of that offense. You got to protect him. He can figure out the weapons later, hopefully, if he's not a drama queen. Chances of that, AJ?
Of who being a drama queen?
Aaron Rodgers being a drama queen.
No. Wow,
Okay.
what?
Exactly.
No.
So all they need to do is help out the offensive line. I got Alamanu Fashanonu going. Did I do that? Was that my worst pronunciation? Yes. That's it.
I know who you're talking about, and that's the only reason I'm typing it. But yes.
Alamo Iwa Fashanonu. What's wrong with my pronunciation? Okay, offensive tackle from Penn State. I got them going at the number 13 pick to the Jets, and they further help Aaron Rodgers try to stay healthy this year.
Not bad.
He's going to try. Try his best. He's faked it,
Okay.
Alrighty.
Big
well,
money.
This is the pick that the Bears traded with the Raiders. So the Raiders and the Bears swapped the 9th and 13th pick. But the Bears are still looking for some picks to still gather up in this draft to get a lot more guys to help Caleb Williams on that defense. So the Bears are trading back again. And ding, look who it is trying to snag Brock Bowers. It is the Bengals. The Bengals come all the way up from 18. They don't care about drafting an offensive tackle in the first round because they haven't done it for Joe Burrow in the past 2 years. So they said, we'll just get you a weapon so you can throw it out quicker when they're hounding you behind the line. So I have the Bengals here getting Brock Bowers and trading up with the Bears, giving the Bears the 18th pick in this first round as well as pick 149 to get Brock Bowers.
I feel like Vincent just wanted to do a trade and didn't want to change his color.
No, I
I
have
like it.
all of them written right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I think Brock Bowers would be quite a look there for the Cincinnati Bengals, especially if they do lose a key piece in the wide receiver room. I mean, we'll see whether it be Tyler Boyd or T. Higgins, right? But I like it. That's pretty interesting there. Number 14 for the New Orleans Saints. I don't have anything interesting, right? I'm gonna go with Alumiyiwa Fashanu.
Okay, mine was better.
Offensive tackle, Penn State. Don't agree with him. It wasn't better.
Mine was better.
Vincent, don't agree with him.
I at least like that AJ got the last name correct.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I'm having them go offensive line because your offensive line is low-key horrendous.
Yeah, it is.
All right. For me, I'm gonna go defensive line for the Saints. I got them taking Jared Verse at number 14.
Nice.
Florida State
University. All right. So here I have the New Orleans Saints staying put. I agree with AJ. Their line is horrendous, and I have them going Tylese Fuaga from Oregon State, offensive tackle. So hope in the trenches is what we think is going to happen for them.
Tylese Fuaga. Love it. I'm nervous about this next pick. Do I think this is going to happen? No, I do not. But if it did happen, this is how it's going to go down. We have a trade with the Colts are trading with the San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco 49ers traded Brandon Ayuk and the 132 overall pick for the 14th overall pick and
15th overall.
The 234 pick in the 7th round.
Okay.
So now the Niners still have the 31st overall pick. Now they have number 15, and they're going to pick up wide receiver Rome Odunze, wide receiver for Washington, to fill that gap. A little bit of a different player, but a big body guy who could do a little bit of everything. So I love it.
That's a great move for the 49ers. Not have to pay Ayuk and get a guy who can become Ayuk. That's a good pick.
Potentially, yes. He's a bit of a different player. He's more of an all-star type of guy, bigger body. But Kyle Shanahan really wants to see if these wide receivers. No, they don't swap picks. This is going to be like an AJ Brown type of trade. So
I get you.
Yeah,
you're correct.
I think he's going to be playing a big role, but he's going to cause a lot of attention if Rome Odunze is that guy, which I do believe he is one of those guys because when he played out there in Washington, he's for real. I don't see them playing waste with Brandon Ayuk, but he seems kind of stubborn, and I know how he likes to run his mouth. It's a little bit more than Debo. I love Brandon Ayuk. I really do. Y'all know this. But if it's going to happen, this is how it's going to go down because Colts are a wide receiver needy team. Want to get one of the best out there.
All right. I like it. So my last draft 3.0, I had the Colts taking Quavion Mitchell right here at number 15. I think that would still be a good pick for them. But they've been wanting wide receivers for a very long time. Pat McAfee cries about it every single day on the show, asking for, hey, how about this guy to come to the Colts? You want to come to the Colts, right? Every single time. So they're not going to get a wide receiver here either, but they're going to get a tight end, so a guy who can catch the ball. They're going to get Brock Bowers here at number 15 going to the Colts. So they get a guy that, what's his name? I'm losing his name. The guy who always gets injured, quarterback.
Anthony Richardson,
another target. Thank you, AJ.
I like that. I could definitely see that happening if he falls down the board and nobody wants to pick him up. But yeah, pretty cool. So I'm gonna go with Quinion Mitchell.
Trip, Dizzle. This is a boys' trip. No girls allowed.
A big booty Latina for Reed.
Good. We are hyped for the draft.
We are.
I like the pick though, Vince. That's what I want to go with. But with Brock Bowers falling for me, I think they just have to take him at number 15.
Right? Because if they don't, Seahawks will.
I don't want Seahawks to get any of these. I don't want Seahawks to get
they
any
got trading back
players. They're trading back to the 7th rounds. They're out of the draft. They traded the Falcons for their draft pick that was taken away. So I mean, I don't know, but The Seattle Seahawks, I had them gain the same position but different guy. I reevaluated these guys and I'm trying to find a good fit for them. I still had them gain an interior offensive lineman, but I'm having them get Christian Haynes from Connecticut. I think he'll be a good fit, good enough for whatever Seattle's good for. I think he'll do just fine there for Christian.
Is that how you spell his name?
Christian, yeah.
Cool.
For me, I got them going off with.
I think you're talking about Christian. No, it's Haynes, Haynes.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Sorry, Reed. I'm so sorry.
That was very rude of you. You could just jump on the cell sheet and fix it yourself.
They're taking JJ McCarthy.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. I got the Seahawks going offensive line as well. I say they take J.C. Latham at number 16, an offensive tackle from Alabama.
Ow. I would like that. I think I would not mind that if J.C. Latham is with us there at pick 16.
Latham.
Nerd.
Got him, Latham. But anyways, I also agree. I do think we need to work on our offensive line. I hope that is what we do. But if anything that we don't do that, I think we should trade back and try to gather more picks because we do not have a second-round pick.
That's freaking guy, dude.
Gosh. But I'm going to go with Stanner/guard because I think that's where we're most likely going to play him. I'm going to go with Jackson Powers Johnson. We're kind of reaching here because nobody wants to trade up to get our pick. Our pick is just in a bad spot. I tried to look for possible trade partners at this pick, but I just could not find anybody. So we keep a guy kind of local. He played for Oregon, and he is a guy who can switch positions. So I think we're going to play him at guard.
Nice. He is a guy who can switch positions. He could play center. He could play offensive guard, right or left. And I like that about Jackson Powers. So pretty good versatile guy for Seattle Seahawks there. We all got offensive linemen. And yes, Brandon Ayuk is considered a first-round guy compared to all the plumbers you have out there in New England for wide receivers. Yeah, you'd love to have him. I guarantee you. But with the number 17th overall pick, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. I have them getting Jerzon Newton, defensive tackle from Illinois. I think he will be good in that defense. That Jaguars defense, they look great, then they look kind of plain, then they look great, then they look kind of bland. And so let's just make sure that we have enough firepower to have a rotating defensive line.
Okay. For me, I have them taking Quavion Mitchell at the number 17 overall pick.
Are you reading his name right?
Quinion.
Oh my gosh.
How do you say it?
This guy.
Quinion. Yeah.
Quinion.
How am I supposed to know that?
We both said it earlier in this podcast.
You were saying Quavion.
Spell your name better, dude.
Oh gosh, I like that pick. I think if he falls, I think a good spot for him would be the Jaguars.
That'd be crazy, man. If he falls that deep.
I know, but we'll see, man. We'll see. I think there's going to be so many different types of players that are needed for every team. But for me, I have the Jaguars staying put. Since the Seahawks did not bite the bullet here and get Jared Verse, I have the Jaguars getting Jared Verse and adding to beefing up that defensive line.
Okay, Jared Verse is off the board now. First person to take him off. Oh, no, actually, Reed took him off first. But I like that. I think that's a good pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars. We all got defensive players here. I like that very much. I want to go ahead and move on with the number 18th overall pick with the Cincinnati Bengals. They're losing offensive firepower, so why not stick with the LSU love? Let's go ahead. As I did my last mock draft, we're picking Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver from LSU. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Who are they losing? T. Higgins, I guess, said that he's going to be playing with the Bengals next year.
Yep.
Tyler Boyd didn't use on that. Not so much, right? It's just kind of still up there.
Okay. All right. For me, I think T. Higgins will play with the Bengals next year. I would be very surprised. I have not heard any rumors or anything that he's going to get moved. It would be a surprise for me at this point. I see them going offensive line. Sorry, I got a tornado in my room. Sorry. I got Troy Fatanu going right here, offensive tackle from Washington to the Bengals. They got to protect their big guy, the guy who makes all the money. You know.
I would be surprised if they go that route.
I know they don't, but they gotta.
Yeah, I would be very surprised too. I feel like they will later on in the draft for sure. You get offensive tackle, but yeah, I like that. If they do that, I think it's the best thing they could do.
Oh my God. I couldn't do that. I tried to take cold showers, like cold showers. I know it helps, but
I do it the last like 15 seconds. I just
shock
my body.
Yeah, it's good to wake up your nervous system. So good for you guys. I wish I could, but I'm a baby. I can't do that. Alrighty. Well, here I don't have the Bengals. It's misleading because it's the same color team. But this is where I have the Bears moving after trading back twice in this draft to gather a total of 4 picks in this draft. So the third time I was like, that's way too much. But I have the Bears here sticking down. They're not going to go on the offensive line here. They're going to go defense, and they're going to pick the best available. And that's Terrion Arnold, cornerback from Alabama. I think they could really beef up the backfield there. I think their trenches they'll work on later on in the draft as well as next year because this is not going to be a one-year fix-it. But I just think the Bears are in for the long haul. Yes, they're going to get Caleb Williams and change the offense entirely because they don't have Justin Fields anymore, sadly. But I think they're going to start beefing up the defense after this because, of course, they have a lot of pieces on the offensive side as we speak right now.
Okay. Speaking of Justin Fields, you two are big Justin Fields truthers.
Me?
The past 2 years. Yes, you. Don't even try to back out.
I hated him.
Don't even try to back out.
Only on fantasy.
Fantasy football. That's what I'm talking about. I'm a fantasy guy. I'm talking about fantasy football.
Okay.
Now that he's with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I know it's going to be a little, fight for the starting position early on. I think this is a guy that you need to draft late in the draft, like maybe your last overall pick or so. Am I the only person thinking this, or I just wanted to bring this up?
Take who?
Justin Fields.
Like if he was in this draft or if they did a redraft?
No, for fantasy football.
Oh. I mean, there's a good possibility there. I definitely think I would go with a rookie in the last rounds because I don't feel like a lot of these rookies are going to play besides, the first 3 that got picked by those QB teams. But of course, like these guys that are going to have like the quarterback shootouts for the entire year, I think getting them in the second to last or last round is pretty fun to do because we saw it this past year with a couple of rookies just pop off. So might as well trust in one of them.
I already know you're going to go with Caleb Williams, dude. You're just swapping guys at this point.
Who, me? No.
Yeah.
I don't think Caleb Williams is going to be amazing this year. He will be a serviceable quarterback, but I don't think he's going to be on any of my my fantasies this year.
Dang, your brother putting shots out there for them Bears fans, having 2 first-round draft picks. That's insane. But okay, we'll go ahead and move on with the number 19th overall pick. We got the LA Rams. I had them trying to find a replacement on that defense. I had them getting Jared Verse since he fell on my draft board. They pick him up, edge from Florida State. I think he should be serviceable on that defense. Not so much against that Niners offense though, but it'll be good enough.
All right, it's very nice, AJ. So for me, this is my Bo Nix alert.
Oh god!
There's a chance. I'm not saying they're going to.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't said who I'm picking here. I think there's a chance that the Rams take a quarterback. Matthew Stafford's at the end of his time, most likely. He's contemplated retirement a couple times here. I think they needed to draft a guy, whether it's right now or later in the draft, to hopefully replace Matthew Stafford. So I definitely think this is a Bo Nix alert right here, right? But I got them taking Terrion Arnold at the number 19 pick, cornerback. I just want to put it out there.
You did. And you did.
I would like that. I think Bo Nix going over there would fit the mold of what type of team they are. But I still think Matthew Stafford will play this year, and there's a possibility he plays next year, even though there are circulating rumors that he wants to retire. But for me, I'm going to go with defense here because I think that the Rams defense is freaking horrendous. So, miss it.
We don't big league you,
Oh my
Dizzle.
gosh.
I'll bring the Dizzle voice back, all right? Hold on. Give me 1 second for this guy. Really got to start with getting the sack numb. Really makes the rest of the body going under nice. And easy, go easy. It will be for Reed to something, getting his dance on. I'm a poet.
Jeez.
We don't big league, all right? We just try to keep the stream moving and having fun, all right?
Because these do take a while.
Yeah.
But here I have them going with Byron Murphy from Texas. I think working on that interior is something that they are going to want to do, especially after losing Aaron Donald. I don't think there's a possibility he comes back and pulls a Tom Brady here, but it would be pretty interesting to see a big, beefy guy like Byron there with the Rams.
Sam Darnold was irrelevant all last year. He could come back if he wants to. Take that paycheck away from the Rams. But at number 20 overall, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers. I had them taking Terrion Arnold, cornerback from Alabama. Let's help out Fitzpatrick out there in that defense, which is already good. Let's just make it better.
Very nice, very nice. For me, I have got the Pittsburgh Steelers taking Tyler Gutton from Oklahoma offensive tackle. They got 2 quarterbacks they got to protect now. Got to protect them well.
Tyler Guyton. That'd be interesting. But I agree with
that was a really bad one. I'll admit that one. I'll admit that was a bad mispronunciation.
Alrighty. But yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I just think there are a few more offensive tackles here. But I think Reed has already taken a lot of them early on. So Tyler Guyton would be a guy that could fall pretty early in the first round if this is how the draft goes. But for me, I haven't had too many fall, so I still have J.C. Latham, and that's who I'm going to go with here for the Steelers. I do agree that they're going to protect whoever's going to be the quarterback there long term, whether it's Russell Wilson or Justin Fields. So offensive tackle is the pick for me for the Steelers, which is pretty not the Steelers' way with how they prioritize defense.
Those guys need to be locked up. Not even in prison, dude. They need to be locked up in an insane asylum. They have some serious issues.
CTE ESPN.
Horrible human beings. So number 21 overall, we got the Miami Dolphins. I had this guy going in this spot. I want to keep him at this spot because the Miami Dolphins do need an offensive tackle. I had them taking Taliesi Fuaga, offensive tackle from Oregon State. He falls to number 21, right on the Dolphins' lap. Let's help protect Tua, even though I don't think he's the quarterback of the future.
What's his last name again? Talis Fuaga, yeah.
Fuaga.
Fuego.
Dude,
nice.
He's absurd. I just sent these guys what he sent lately of Caitlin Clark. It's so freaking absurd.
I muted him a long time ago. It's just the nonsensicalness. Like he has a few funny ones here and there, but then all the other stuff is just like, what is wrong with this person? For me, at the number 21 overall pick, I am gonna go with Brian Murphy, defensive tackle. They just lost. I'm losing his name on top of my lips.
Yeah, they lost him to Las Vegas.
Yeah, Las Vegas. They lost their D tackle to. So they need to replace him. And Brian Murphy from Texas, it can be a really good switch for them.
Nice. I like that. For me, I have the Miami Dolphins staying put here. I had them possibly trading back just because there are some guys that did not fall to them, who they probably did want. But here, I do think that they need to protect Tua. So I'm going to go Olumiyiwa, Fashanu here. I just think that building the trenches is going to work for them, especially since Tua needs more time to throw to Tyreek.
AJ, did you hear this guy pronounce that guy's name?
Hey, I'm not that great at it, so
Hey,
I
no.
was.
This guy's terrible. He had the worst one.
Oh my gosh. What's terrible is this comment, dude. Not even half. I can name 2 teams where he could possibly be the wide receiver 1. One is the Tennessee Titans, and 2, I'm sorry, not the Tennessee Titans. I'm talking about the Chargers, and 2 is the New England Patriots. That's it. That's all I can think of right now. But moving on with the number 22 overall pick, the Philadelphia Eagles need a center, so they're going to get Graham Barton, center from Duke. Let's get it going. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Wow.
All right.
The Bills, they got somebody, didn't they? The Bills are fine. Let me see.
Fine.
Bills
for who?
He's saying that AB would be a wide receiver 1 for the Buffalo Bills, and they have.
I think at this point in time, possibly.
Yeah, I like Curtis Samuel, but I don't know if he's a wide receiver 1.
I could possibly see it.
I guess, yeah, you're right there, Dizzle.
I don't know about half.
Okay. So for me, I think the Eagles have to go secondary here. So in my opinion, they either go Nate Wiggins or Kool-Aid, and I'm leaving out Cooper DeJean because I want the Packers to take him. So we're leaving him out of here. So I think they take Nate Wiggins here out of Clemson to help that terrible backfield they have on that defense. They got to do a lot of things. This is just a little Band-Aid over that terrible gash on that defense.
The whole team.
Bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad for them right now. But I agree with Reed. I have Nate Wiggins going here too. I think this is a good spot for him to fall. The Eagles have been prioritizing their secondary for the past few years, signing big names on big contracts as well as drafting a lot of guys who could work out there. I think Nate Wiggins is one of those guys. He's long, he's lanky, he's tough. He most likely will fit the Philadelphia molding for their cornerback / safety positions.
Nice. There has been reports that they're wanted to move up to get offensive linemen, interior offensive linemen. But Nate Wiggins is also another position that they need to address. But for this next pick, you guys, I need y'all to do your chant here, okay? With the Minnesota Vikings, number 23 overall pick, for him falling all the way down, the Minnesota Vikings select Michael Penix. Quarterback, Washington. There we go. That's what we're going to hear on the TV and then get kicked out. But yeah, I got the Minnesota Vikings selecting Michael Penix Jr. with the 23 overall pick because he falls. And there's no need for them to move up to get him. And they don't draft again until like very late. I think in the late 3rd. So yeah, have him taking Michael Penix.
All right. For me, the Minnesota Vikings are going to attack the offensive line and take Amarius Mims out of Georgia.
Wow. Big boy.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's like 6'7".
Gosh.
Yeah, 6'7", like 340 or something like that. That's crazy. Yeah, Amarius Mims is a good tackle to take there. For me, though, I'm going to go defensive side. I think the Vikings have been kind of neglecting their defense. They lost Hunter to the Texans, so they have a big, massive gaping hole there on the defensive line that they need to fill. And I think here they're going to go with someone who's not as good on the defensive tackle side as, what's his name? Byron Murphy. But he is fresh and he is young. So there's room for him to grow and become a great starter for the Vikings, and that's Jason Newton. I think he's going to fit well with the Vikings, and hopefully he can wreak havoc on Jordan Love, right?
Oh,
Impossible.
We'll see.
Now without
But
our line.
now the Cowboys are on the board. What do we do here? Do we go for a running back? No, it is way too early. So I have them taking Amarius Mims, offensive tackle from Georgia. Don't want him to go with the Cowboys, but this will be the smartest move for them at this position.
Okay. For me, I also got them going offensive lineman. I have them going Graham Barden for the Cowboys. Duke.
Not bad, not bad. I also agree with AJ here. I have the exact same pick with Amarius Mims. He's a big, beefy guy. They did lose a couple guys in the tackle positions as well as guard in the past few years. So they're looking to kind of revitalize that offensive line. I think a big, massive guy like Amarius Mims is the guy to do that.
I want to address this real quick because we're big time now. We select what comments we address now. So he says AB would be a wide receiver on the Bills. Yeah, I can see that. Pats, most definitely see that. Ravens, I can't see that. I mean, you got Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman, who supposedly looks so different now. You got the Jacksonville Jaguars. I can't see that either. You got Captain Kirk over there. Then you have Zay Jones. I think those guys are very talented. The Tennessee Titans, not the Titans, dude.
They still have DeAndre.
Yeah, you got D-Hop out there. Los Angeles Chargers, yes. Denver Broncos.
They still have Cortland Sutton. I still think he's possibly someone who could make it in this league to be better than AB.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with that one. I'll go 50-50 ball with you. New York Giants, yeah, I can see that. Carolina, I still think Adam Thielen will be the wide receiver one. They're both around the same age. Antonio Brown and Adam Thielen. Two different totally wide receivers. I get that, but I'm going to give it to Carolina there. And Arizona, yeah, they got bums over there for wide receivers at the moment.
I appreciate you not saying the Packers. I appreciate that.
The Packers have studs, Reed.
Hey, not a lot of people recognize that.
People who don't watch NSP, obviously.
There you go.
But the Packers, the number 25 overall pick, I'm giving them Nate Wiggins.
Okay.
Cornerback, Clemson. Help out that defense.
I'm okay with that.
And the Wiggins Wigger. I would like to say that whenever I watch the Packers now.
All right.
Wiggly Field?
Wiggly Field.
No. No.
Sorry, I had to.
It's Lambeau Field. It doesn't even rhyme.
Wiggle Field.
No. So for the Packers, I want them to be able to take an offensive tackle somewhere. But with how many tackles have gone off on my board, they're going to wait for the second, third round, maybe even later after that if needed. And they are going to go and help the defensive side and help what's his name? I forgot a defensive coordinator's name. Jeff Hafley support his new vision for the defense, and they are going to go get Cooper DeJean from where is he from? Iowa, right? Yeah, it's Iowa. So I knew that one. Cooper DeJean is going to help out the corner field, backfield, because we just don't know what Eric Stokes is going to look like coming off of so many injuries these past 2 years, and we gotta shore it up. So Cooper DeJean.
Nice. I do agree here with Reed. I'm going Cooper DeJean. I think this is a place where he could fall, especially since there is a lot of hype about him possibly being the first overall. Oh, what the heck? Possibly being the first cornerback overall to go off the board here. I don't know why it keeps happening, but I'll fix it. But I don't think Cooper DeJean has received that amount of respect for me yet. He's good, but I think he still falls in this draft, and I think it's beneficial for the Packers because they get a guy who's fast, who's versatile, who can play safety as well if any injuries happen there. And Cooper DeJean is just a Swiss Army knife for that defensive backfield.
K Dizzle says Watson the GOAT. If he gets hammies, Reed, you stretching him out this offseason. I've been stretching him out all offseason, man. So whenever I'm not on the podcast, I'm stretching those hammies for him. I donated my last hammy to him. Heard he likes a little tickle. I don't tickle him. No.
Jeez.
Oh my Gosh, still going. But number 26 overall, I want to continue going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I want to go Jackson Powers here, the center Oregon. Just like Vince said, this is a guy who could also play guard, left or right. He's another versatile guy for that offensive line, just giving the Tampa Bay Buccaneers an option on where they want to protect for Baker Mayfield.
All right. I have also got Jackson Powers Johnson going to the Buccaneers.
Not bad, not bad. Alrighty. I have a trade alert here.
Oh, late in the first round.
Yeah, this is my last trade of the first round. I think it's one that is very, I guess you could say, needed after what's been going on with this team. I have the Kansas City Chiefs trading up here. They're going to be trading just a swap pick of their 39th overall pick, as well as a pick back in the, I believe it's the 5th round at the 159th pick to get Brian Thomas Jr. From LSU, the guy who had so many freaking touchdowns that it was ridiculous, and it's kind of like stat padding over there, but he is a good receiver. So I think this will benefit the Chiefs, sadly, but Chiefs just make good moves because they don't need a lot, too much to pick on their team that they need upgrades in. So wide receiver is one of those positions for me, and I think the Chiefs will go ahead and do that.
I really hope no team trades for the Chiefs. I hope they just say F you. But up next, we got the Arizona Cardinals, who are back on the clock. I have the Arizona Cardinals taking another defensive player, Chop Robinson, edge from Penn State. He's going to be with the Arizona Cardinals because they don't have anyone on that defense.
Jeez.
Again.
That's true.
So rude.
They don't.
For me, I also had the Cardinals going defense here. I got them taking Zon Newton. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm not gonna say I know that one. Illinois.
Nice. Alrighty, I do believe that the Cardinals do need some defensive guys there as well, but I think they go with a guy named Kool-Aid McKinstry.
We're not showing that one.
Why not?
You know why.
You literally yell penis on this podcast.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is different.
How is that different?
Oh, gosh. But yeah, that's who I got him picking.
Okay.
Kool-Aid McKinstry. We did not have, well, I didn't have him going in the first round at all last mock draft. Maybe this time will be different. With the number 28th overall pick, we have the Buffalo Bills taking Ladd McConkey, wide receiver from Georgia. They need wide receivers over there because, like we talked about earlier, they don't have anyone.
Okay.
I'm sorry, who'd you say? Did you?
Ladd McConkey.
Ladd. I forgot how you spell his name. Like that.
McConkey.
McConkey. All right, cool.
All right. For me, I don't got them going wide receiver. I think they'll address wide receiver in later rounds. And they are going to take sorry, I'm getting attacked. They are going to take Kool-Aid McKinstry with the 28th overall pick.
Not bad, Mr. Kool-Aid. Let's see if this works again. Alrighty. So here with the Bills, I said it earlier. I think they need wide receiver. AJ agrees with this one too. I have them going a different route here. I think they want a bigger type receiver who is a downfield threat. And I think that they're going to go with Adonai Mitchell from Texas. He is not a big body guy, but he is a guy who has been contesting a lot of deep passes, and they refer to him as a deep route type of guy. So I think that's who the Bills like. They just love to throw it down the field with Josh Allen's big arm. So I think that's who they're going to want to pick here.
Nice. Okay, Donnie Mitchell. I have him going later on, but with the 29th overall pick, I got the Detroit Lions selecting Braylon Trice, edge from Washington. Hey, why not give Aiden Hutchinson some help back there and really make a difference? These guys were top in one of the top teams in pass rushing. So let's see what else we could do.
How do you spell his name again?
Bralen and then Trice, Trice.
I got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. So I have the Lions taking Chop Robinson out of Penn State at edge at the number 29th overall pick.
Not bad. I will also agree with Rita. I have Chop Robinson going off the board here. I just think they love guys who want to bite off kneecaps, and who's better than that to someone named Chop? So Chop Robinson is going to be a Detroit Lion, and the home crowd there is going to go wild when they pick this pick, so it should be fun.
I think AB is one of the greatest wide receivers of all time.
Yeah, I think he was really good.
He was incredible.
Just had a lot of problems.
He got in his own way, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I agree. That's all. Now with the number 30 overall pick, we got the Baltimore Ravens, and they are selecting offensive guard Troy Fautanu from Washington. And this guy falls, and he fell a little bit from the time we talked about our last mock draft to now. And I'm honestly, this guy has, franchise potential, and he could definitely be good on that offensive line for the Ravens.
Okay. All right. For me, I got the Ravens taking Darius Robinson edge out of Missouri at the 30th overall pick.
Big Mizzou. Nice. All right, Baltimore Ravens here. I have them going with Graham Barton. I think they need a lot of help on their line, whether they want to address it or not. But I think this is the best thing for them because this is a guy who can go ahead and play center. He can play guard, or he can play offensive tackle. He is better at the tackle position, so I think that's where they'll spot him at. But just in case they have injuries, he's a guy who can move around.
Now, this is a guy who I think could fall. You guys already picked him up, but I would love to see this guy on the 49ers defense. I'm going to select Kool-Aid here. Okay. I really want the 49ers to go offensive lineman, but as y'all can tell in the first round, the majority of it's gone, right? So why reach for someone that you can get later on in the draft, because the Niners do have a lot of draft picks, and let's get a top-notch guy in that defense and Kool-Aid to help out our struggling corners. I mean, we got two solid corners. Why not, finalize that defense?
All right. For me, I do think Brandon Ayuk has a chance to get moved here eventually, or they just want to ensure the future if they just keep Ayuk on his current deal and just make him play through it. So I got the 49ers going at wide receiver right here and taking Adonai Mitchell right here.
Wow. What do you think about that one, AJ?
If they are keeping Brandon Ayuk, I don't see them getting a wide receiver here. We just extended just a little extension to Jawan Jennings, who did very well. Mm-hmm. So he's our wide receiver 3. Danny Gray's coming back from injury from last year. We still have Ronnie Bell out there who did very, very good. And then we just brought back another wide receiver that we had a few years ago from the Cincinnati Bengals, Trent Taylor. So we have some options there, not top-notch options, but if Ayuk stays, I don't see us addressing it in the first round with a wide receiver.
Not bad, not bad. Cool. All right. For me here, I am going offensive tackle. I do think this is one of the biggest areas that the 49ers can address. They have a good line already, but they did lose a couple of guys, and it feels like a couple of their guys are getting older. So I'm going to go with offensive tackle here, Jordan Morgan from Arizona. He tested well in the combine, but he just was not showing it in the game when he was in college. But I think that the 49ers and their offensive line coaches, as well as the offensive coordinator, can help this guy out to become someone who eventually replaces, the left tackle position there with Trent Williams. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll see. But this guy is just a piece that can go ahead and build up upon.
All right, I'm gonna read this in the Dizzle voice. All right.
Gosh.
Just pulled an AB, left my water bottle in golf bag, went out to the car, butt ass naked, and grabbed it, feeling like AB. Pixar, it didn't happen.
Whoa, hey!
Whoa.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
What was your score in golf? I'm curious. I dabble a little bit in golf if you haven't heard before. Just a little bit. But with the last overall pick, the Kansas City Chiefs, they selected Donnie Mitchell, wide receiver, Texas. They need a wide receiver, right? They don't have anybody. They just lost Rashee Rice, so they're about to lose Rashee Rice. Or they should lose Rashee Rice. We'll see what the NFL does with him. But yeah, I think they get Donnie Mitchell for wide receiver, Texas. I think it will be a good fit for them.
Okay. So yeah, the Chiefs probably will go trade alert. Trade alert!
Gosh!
All right, the Broncos are trading back up into the first round. I say, watch out for it. All right, when I said they took their pick at number like 12 or 13, I forget, whatever it was. So I got them trading up back into the first round. They are going to give away their third round this year, and their second round next year, and the third round next year to get back into the first round. And they're taking Bo Nix.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, that's a lot to trade back in.
That is for Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
Wow. So let's see.
The Broncos there.
I just want to see, yeah. So you got them getting Loitu Latu and then getting Bo Nix. I like it. Not bad. When was their next pick? Was it like in the 70s?
It's in the 70s, so they don't draft again until the third round. Bo Nix is most likely off the board there. It's either moved now or maybe in the high second round, so that could happen. I do see them trading up regardless. I just wanted to do a trade alert, so I put saying they do it in the first round because somebody else could do it in the second round. They gotta jump the gun, you know. So I got them trading up because there's nobody going to be left that they want to like really build around until the third round. You're going to have to build around freaking Zach Wilson. We know that's not going to go well, unfortunately. Or you're going to have to wait till next year, which is, from what I've heard, I haven't studied up on it, is not a good quarterback class. So they got to take one now and hope that it works out. They don't do it at number 13, you know?
True. Not bad.
Speak, AJ.
Alrighty.
I think that's a lot, dude. That's a lot of quarterbacks in the first round, and to get Bo Nix in the first,
I've heard it's guaranteed.
And the Chiefs want to. There are actually talks that the Chiefs want to move up in the draft. I don't know about moving out of the first, and then next year you're going to have Archie Manning possibly maybe jumping the gun entering the draft. I don't know.
Archie Manning had one great spring game, and we're going to call him a great quarterback.
He's going to go in the first round. He's going to go in the first round no matter what.
Just because of name.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Not bad. It should be interesting. I definitely think this first round is going to be something special, especially because we're there. That's why it's going to be so special. But the last overall pick here at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they swapped picks with the Kansas City Chiefs from 26 to 32. And I have them going with a guy who I think could fall out of the first round very easily, but this is something that they need here. Of course, I think their trenches are decent, but I don't think there's anybody worth getting here at the defensive end position as well as the interior defensive line. So I think they go at the next level with Peyton Wilson. He's a guy who can run laterally down the field. He can stuff the run. He's good with pursuit. So Peyton Wilson from North Carolina State is who the Buccaneers are going to pick here with the last pick of the first day.
Wow. So very different, but very similar to our last mock draft. I don't hate it. I don't dislike it. I kind of like it. I like it a lot. I think it's pretty accurate. And honestly, the more I talk about the Niners trading Brandon Ayuk, I'm got a little excited about it because it's only good that could come out of it, right? If we don't end up having to pay Brandon Ayuk, that's a huge plus. But he's a huge talent.
You gotta pay. You gotta pay a certain someone next year.
Yeah, we do. But maybe he's a good guy and wants to take a 10-year deal. So we'll see. But no, I like it. I think y'all did awesome. I can't wait to actually compare this live at the draft when NSP is over there. And I keep talking about it because I'm just so freaking excited. And it is now time. We have one more day, and then it is packing time. We're off to the races.
I have so much to do. I have so much to do.
Yeah. Reed, I'm so excited for you. You have planned. You guys should be excited.
It's totally all planned perfectly out. Yes.
I sure hope so.
It's not going to be a letdown.
I hope so.
Well, thank you all so much. Imagine being happy paying Ayuk, but Debo getting the bag. You see those Super Bowl stats. Hey, man, if you look at the top paid wide receivers, Debo is not even in the top 10. He's just not. You know, he can be with those incentives, but I think we did a really good job with Debo. Are y'all going to be live for the draft or vlogging? We're going to record for a vlog. We have another video idea that's in the works, and I do want to go live for the draft.
Okay.
So we will most possibly, more than likely, 85% sure we will be live for the draft. I always say 85 because I need to look into the rules and regulations of what I can and cannot bring into there, and it's going to be extremely loud, and I don't know how the connection is going to be.
Yeah, it may completely fail on us.
Yeah,
especially with everybody that's going to be highly populated in the center of Detroit.
Yes, but if you're there, or not if you're there, if you see us go live, support us, watch the video, comment, and we're gonna go all out. Okay, we're so excited. We're gonna make fools of ourselves. We're just gonna be ourselves. So
it's gonna be fun.
Yes, yeah, live from a phone. We're wanting to do Reed's camera is probably not gonna happen. But
we'll vlog with my camera. We won't be able to go live with it. I don't think.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, live from our phone. Yes, we'll get that on screen as well.
Not even close to what's going to happen.
Well, thank you all so much for watching us here. We're super excited. We'll be taking off, so wish us a safe travel to Detroit, Michigan. If you guys are in the area, if you guys are going to the draft, hit us up. Let's link up and let's watch the draft together. So thank you all so much. Y'all have anything else to say before we head out?
Go Pack Go. Can't wait to see everything that happens in Detroit.
Yeah, man, I'm just excited to see who gets picked, how many trades happen, how many quarterbacks go in the first round. Should be pretty interesting. So I'm just excited.
Yeah, maybe it's like Reed's mock draft. But
I know.
It will be.
Yes. Thank you all so much. And Dizzle, please, next time when you go get something out of your vehicle, put some clothes on. You don't want to be like AB here. And thank you all so much. And until next time, keep on grinding.